I would like each one of you to imagine yourself that you are ambassador representing your country at the United Nations, and you would like to know about Burma and the peace process that we are undertaking. And I would like to welcome you to this talk where I'm going to do diplomatic briefing on Burma. I'm Zaceu Lian. I was a former refugee. I lived in exile for 14 years. Because of my political activisms in terms of promoting democratic practices and values in my country, I was blacklisted. Once my name was taken off the blacklist in 2012, I went back to work on the peace process and democratization full-time. This is the photo with the Aung San Suu Kyi, the icon of our democratic movement in Burma. When we talk about peace process in Burma, I would like to tell you first about why peace process is important for me and for my country. Why do we bother about peace process? Of course, the answer is clear. Because we have this armed conflict that has been going on since 1948, which is considered as one of the longest running armed conflicts and civil war, especially in Southeast Asia. When we look at the root causes of the armed conflict, it is purely political. It is basically the tyranny of majority or majoritarian rule by one dominant ethnic group that constitutes 60% of the population against 7 national minorities. When we talk about 7 ethnic national minorities, these ethnic national minorities were pre-colonial independent nations. They have their own governing systems. They have distinct characteristics like culture, language. Most importantly, they have their own territories. So when they joined the Union of Burma in 1947, they would like to retain a certain level of self-rule for their states. And also, they want equal and effective representation in the Union of Burma that they joined through some kind of effective and equal and powerful Senate system that we have in the United States. But unfortunately, that was not the case. The parliamentary democratic system that we have and the institutional design that was adopted in 1947 and 1948 was basically allowing the dominant ethnic group to wholly dominate the whole governmental powers, which is the reason why all these ethnic national minorities are taking up arms to claim their birthright to self-rule, self-determination, and calling for a federal system that would ensure self-rule for federating units and a share rule for the common union. And I just want to tell you about my involvement in this peace process. And fast forward, one of the encouraging signs, things that we have in Burma is at least we have this peace process undertaken by our government, and we have what we call nationwide ceasefire agreements, which was signed in October 2015. I just want to tell you 2 significant things about this agreement. First, there was agreement that a future governing system of Burma would be federal. We don't know what form of federal we would have, but we are undertaking a political dialogue to hammer out what would work for us, which is a commitment to federalism is significant because it used to be equated with secession wrongly. So that's why the agreement to federalism is good. And the second thing is there's a commitment to constitutional amendment. All of us talking about democratization in Burma, one of the obstacles that we have is the militarized constitution adopted in 2008. But this agreement said we are going to have a series of political dialogue, and there would be agreements which we would sign into as a peace accord for Burma. That would be the basis to amend all laws, including 2008 Constitution. That's why I'm so excited and passionate about the issues that I'm talking about. I hope that I'm a part of this system change in Burma. And just to go through some of the photos here, one thing that I really feel privileged is, since I went back to Burma, I have been a part of this formal peace process by working with the generals on one side and also working with the leaders of 21 ethnic armed organizations. So my basic function is to establish and deepen relation with leaders of all these ethnic armed organizations and also with these generals. And the fact that I work with both sides, I happen to understand the challenges, the political viewpoints, and their views on the process. So I happen to understand some of the challenges that we have. And when I share my analysis of where things stand in Burma, instead of someone talking to one group, the fact that I'm talking to all these leaders, my analysis reflects a better reality of where things stand. It is a real honor that I am a part of this change, a change that's going to help all the people in Burma and for my country. It's not going to be only for a few. It's going for the whole country and my people. This is some of my conversation with generals. This is a Chinese special envoy to Burma. This is the special advisor to the former Secretary General of United Nations, Mr. Nambiar on Burma. My photo with some of the armed group leaders. Sometimes they have what they call ethnic summit, like the World Summit, where all leaders of 21 armed organizations sit together and strategize what would be their move. These are my photos. Just flip through. And also, I was a part of the peace delegation visiting Nepal, Sweden, and Bosnia. So these are some of my photos. And the fact that my job required me to travel a lot, oftentimes I also face difficulties and challenges and risks to my own life. And this is the car accident, a horrible one that I had in June when I traveled to see some of the leaders based in China-Myanmar border. We fell off the cliff at least 40 feet below the road, and luckily I survived. And this is a story, my photo with the Vice President of Burma. Sometimes we talk about peace process in Burma as well. And looking at all this that I'm talking about, I think you can say that I'm quite extreme and radical when it comes to achieving peace, democratization, and the federalism that would ensure self-rule for ethnic minorities and share rule for the country. You can call me that I'm radical and extreme. Yes, I am.